Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with Kunsthaus by Palfly Kampling. So this begins our theme week for the month of May. So 7 puzzles in total with the theme of skyscrapers. So what we're doing is every other month, like this month, we pick a constraint that may be interesting to you, and we'll do 7 puzzles that feature that constraint, sometimes with another one involved. And then the every other month are more creative themes, more abstract themes. And so this is the a constraint theme week, and we are doing skyscrapers. All right. So let's go over the rules, and that will also cover what skyscrapers are, which is the only constraint in this puzzle. So first of all, we do have standard 6x6 Sudoku rules. So in each row, each column, and each 2x3 box, we are placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. Now we do have digits outside the grid, these clues outside the grid. These are skyscrapers. Now, the way these work, let's just take this 4, for example. Let's pretend you're standing on top of the 4 and you're looking down across the column. So you're looking across the column, and we want to count how many skyscrapers we can see. Now the height of the skyscraper is the value of the digit. So if there was a 2 here, that's a height 2 skyscraper. Now you always see the 1 right in your face, so we'd see this one. But if there was a 1 height skyscraper here, we can't see that one because the 2 is in the way. The 2 is too tall. But if there was a 3 here, we do see the 3 because 3 is bigger than 2. And so now we could continue. Let's say we saw, I don't know, a 4 and then then 6 and 5. We would see the 4 because it's bigger than all the ones before it. We'd see the 6 because it's bigger than all the ones before it, but we would not see this 5. And so if we count how many skyscrapers we see 1, 2, 3, 4, and that is matches the clue. So this would be a valid way to fill this column. So basically, you can see a skyscraper if it's the tallest of any skyscraper, if it's taller than any skyscraper before it, from the vantage of the clue. All right, and that's it. Those are the rules. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself, and I'm going to get started right now. All right, so something to consider with skyscrapers is you always see the skyscraper right in front of your face. So this 2, for example, always sees this skyscraper, no matter what height it is. And you also always see the 6. So for example, if, because the 6 is always going to be bigger than anything else in front of it, right? So for a 2 skyscraper, that means that we have to put the 6 here. Well, we don't have to put it here, sorry. If we were to put the 6 here, this was kind of my example, you see the 1 in front of you, and then you also see the 6. So we need to see the 6 before we see anything bigger than this green cell. So we could, for example, do 5, and then we wouldn't see any of these, and then put a 6 all the way over here, and that would still work. So it's not like we can place the 6 here, but I'm sorry if I implied that. I said it wrong. But yeah, so we're always going to see the 6. And so the important thing that we learn is at least none of these can be 6, not a single one, because that would block the rest. And so what we can do is we can take that a step further. Like let's take this 5, for example. What are the possible digits here? Well, you can kind of think of it like penciling a thermo, but it's a little bit less powerful, right? If this was a 3, then you can think about how it blocks the 1 and 2. We won't see the 1 or the 2 in this column. And so we'd only be able to see up to 4 digits, and that's no good. So 3 is too big. So this needs to be 1 or 2. Now for this cell, 4 is too big, because if we had a 4, then we block, we'd see this one, but we would block the other 2 that are less than 4. We would block, say, the 1 and 2, or the 1 and 3, or the 2 and 3. And we can't block two digits. And so the way this ends up working out is they just increase by 1 as you go. So if we want to pencil this 5, that's how we pencil it. And this 5 would be penciled this way. And I'm sure you see what happened here is we formed a 1-2 pair here. And so these cannot be 1 or 2, which actually forces 3, 4, 5. Pretty interesting. So we're going to see this digit, but we know we're not seeing this one. That's the one we don't see. And so the 6 is forced over here. Hopefully that makes sense. So we got a bunch of digits. This is a 4, so we can't have anything. We can't have the 5 before the 6. So this can't be the 6. The 6 could go here hiding the 5. That would be fine. What else did we learn? We do need a 4 in one of these 2 cells. Okay, interesting. The biggest this can be is 4, because it sees a 5 and a 6 here. Trying to think how this works. If this is less than 4, like if this is, say, a 3, just as an example, I'm not saying it is a 3. If this was a 3, we don't see this cell, but this is forced to be the 4 for the box, and we'll see the 4, and then we'd also see the 6. That would be a 3. So my point is, this has to be the 4, because this cell here, if this was a 4, this could not be bigger than it. And so we'd see this cell, and the 6. So the 4 does not go here, the 4 goes there. And this is from 1, 2, 3 as well. So these two get blocked. We're going to see the 6 somewhere over here before the 5. So the 6 is in one of these two, and the 5 is in one of these two. I guess is the point. This could easily be the 6. That would actually fulfill this too, easily. All right. So this 4 clue might be interesting. We always see the 6. We're not going to see this 4, because the 5 has to be up here somewhere. It's going to block the 4. So we're seeing the 6. We're not seeing the 4. There's one more digit we need to not see. But what we could do is we could say, let's see, what's the biggest this could be? I think this can be 1, 2, or 3. Yeah. We can't block more than 2 digits. And so the 2 blocks 1 digit. That's okay. The 3 blocks 2 digits. That's okay. And so this could be 1, 2, or 3, but a 4 would block 3 digits. That's not okay. And then this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, but the 4 is used. So it's only 1, 2, 3 still. And then these are both 1, 2, 3, 5. So the 5 actually ends up in one of these two. That's the important bit. If the 5 were up here, it would block too many digits. We wouldn't be able to see either of these if the 5 was up here, and that's no good because we also don't see the 4. So if the 5 is here, this can't be a 5, and that puts the 5 and the 6 up here. So we have a 1, 2, 3, 4 quad here. I don't know. We're missing 1 digit. We're not seeing 1 digit, and that's going to hide after the 6, right? Does it? No, it doesn't have to hide after the 6. We could do something like 2, 3, 4, 1, 5, 6. That would be okay. Okay, so maybe I'll get better at skyscrapers as the week goes on. Let's think about this 4 then, because this can be from 1, 2, 3, but it cannot be a 4. 4 blocks 3 digits, which is no good. This is from 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, but it is, yeah, it is a 3 clue, but 3 clues can be a 4. Okay. And this is 1, 2, 3, 5, I guess. It can't be 4. I'm clearly missing some logic here. There's a 6 in one of these two. Is it the 3? Is it this 3? This 5 is fulfilled. Skyscrapers can be difficult to think about. If this was a 4, then we have to just, yeah, we would see the 4. We'd have to have the 5 and the 6 in order. That's it. That's all we'd have to do. So what about 6 in this box? Maybe, yeah, that's that. This definitely can't be 6. That would make this a 1. This can't be 6. It would make this a 2. So the 6 has to go here in the box. It has to go somewhere. That's 5. That's 6. That places the 6 and 5 here. This is from 1, 2, 3. Not a 3. Yeah, 3's one of those two. So I wonder if there's more 6s we can place. It's one of these two. Let's see. If this was a 6, we need to see all 3 of these. So this would be smaller than this one. So it wouldn't be 5. So this is 6. This is 5. I don't know if that's a problem. These would just be in order. Oh, 5 in this row actually can only go here. Okay, that's important. So we see the 5, we see the 6. We're going to have to see both of these in order to see 4 digits. Whatever this ends up being, the 5 blocks it. So this is smaller than this, meaning this can't be a 1. I think that's what we learned from that. So the 1 does get blocked, so does the 3. This could easily be a 4. We just have a 5 down here. What are these? 1, 2, 3. These are 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's think about this a little bit. With the 6 being here, this has to be less than this. So this is not a 1, and this is not a 4. That makes a 2-4 pair. This is a 1-3 pair. And both of these have to increase. This is less than this is less than this. We have 1, 2, and we have 3, 4. So we're either 1, 2, 3, 4, or 3, 4, 1, 2 is what I mean. Now here, if this was a 2, this would be a 4. We'd see both of those. We'd see the 6 also, but we'd be forced to put a 5 in here that we'd also see. So this cannot be 2, 4. This has to be 4, 2, which forces 1, 3. There we go. That's our 3. All right, Palfly, of course, always making very clever puzzles. This is a 4. 4 ends up over here. We knew that. All right, what haven't I paid attention to? How about down here? This is a 2, this is a 1, this is 1. All right, so we do see the 1. Let's see. These can't all go in order. So if this was a 4, this would have to be 2, 3. I guess that's okay. This is a pair. This is 4, 6. This is a pair. This is 1, 5. 1, 2, 5. Well, 5 is too big for this cell, for sure. Oh, why did I ever say this could be 5? Oh, yeah, that would have been a little easier. I could have had 5 placed. 5 can never go there. It breaks the 3. I think I just wasn't thinking about it. That makes this 1 and 5. Okay. We probably have to think about this 3 a little bit. Whatever this is, we're going to see something else here. This can't hide enough digits. And so if we put a 6 here, you see the 5, you see the 6, and you would see this cell and at least one more here. If this was a 2, it'd only hide the 1. So that's not going to work. This can't be a 6. This is 4, this is 6, making this 4 and this 6. And now we have to increase here. This is from 2, 3. So this is the only place for 1. That's 2, that's 1. So clearly we need something to resolve. It's this. These can't go in order. This can't be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I see 6. So this has to be 3 and 2. That's 2 and 3. That's 2 and 3. And correct solution. Nice. 9:59. Under 10 minutes. All right. Neat puzzle, Palfly. I think there were a couple of spots I saw a bit late, which made it take a little longer to solve. But I enjoyed my solve path. That was fun. Really interesting to think about. Skyscrapers are restricted in really strange ways, and it takes a certain kind of thinking to get through a skyscraper puzzle. But yeah, I enjoyed that. Hope you enjoyed it as well. If you did, then why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.